This Ugu and Uziza soup is my favorite soup at the moment. Made with simple ingredients but bursting with flavors. Keep watching, let me show you how easy this is to make. For the list of ingredients, I have the Uziza vegetable already washed and cut. This is the Ugu, also known as pumpkin leaf, washed and cut as well. I have here some finely minced onion, some pepper. This soup was spicy, I loved it. I have periwinkle, very optional, but I loved it. Some seasoning, crayfish, Okpei. This is Panla fish already washed, goat's meat, bonnet, and snail. I also have some palm oil, good quality palm oil. To begin, I'm going to cook the meat. Use any protein of your choice. I'm using goat's meat, bonnet, and snail. You can use beef or just stockfish. Very delicious, actually. Next, going with some pepper. Please add the pepper to your taste. I wanted the soup to be very spicy, and that was what I got. Next, add some onions, some seasoning, and salt if necessary. I'm using just seasoning, so I'll not add salt. Stir this well to combine and then cover for it to steam for 10 to 15 minutes so it can sweat out its own moisture. This was 15 minutes later. I'm going to give this a good mix. At this time, you're sure that most of that seasoning have penetrated into the meat. Next, I'll go in with some water and then continue to cook just until the snail is almost done. Ten more minutes later, I'm going to remove the snail. It is almost done, so I'll take it out now and continue to cook the rest of the protein until it is soft. Meanwhile, I'm going to now go prep the vegetables. I have the Uziza leaf here. You want to pick to remove anyone that is not so fresh and then wash it. Do the same with the Ugu as well. I like to pluck them like this to remove the stalk and then wash properly. How do you prep your vegetables? Do you have them sliced in the market for you, then you come home and wash? Or you prefer to come home, pick them like this, and then wash by yourself? Tell me, which WhatsApp group do you belong? I am team pick my vegetables myself, wash it myself before cooking. Truth is, I've tried that thing once, and when I was rinsing the vegetables, I felt like all the nutrients went to the water. But I can understand sometimes when you want to cook for a very large number of people, coming home to do all of that yourself can be stressful. But small ones like this for your own consumption, no. Alright, so now everything is nice and clean. I'm going to slice the vegetable thinly and set them aside. Today's special hug is for Hafsat watching from the United Kingdom. I'm glad you love the recipes. Please let me know where you're watching from. Also, if this is your first time here, I want to specially thank you for clicking to watch. Please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe before you go, hit the bell notification as well, so you'll be among the first to know anytime I upload a new video, and it is free of charge. Thank you. Back to the meat, we're going to check on it. It is about 90% cooked now. So I'm going to separate the meat from the stock and set them aside. We'll need them later. To that same pot, I'll go in with some palm oil. You don't want to bleach this or anything, just let it heat up. Once it is nice and hot, go in with some seasoning or salt to flavor the oil. Then I'm going to add the fish. I'm using a jakega fish, that is smoked Panla fish. I have a video on how you can make that if you live abroad where you cannot find this readily. I'll link it in the description box. So once I add the fish, I'm going to let it release all of those beautiful flavors into the oil before I proceed. At this time, I'll go in with a bit more onions, some more Scotch bonnet pepper. Use as much as you can tolerate. The fragrance of this pepper was just so nice, and it was very spicy. I loved it. So now stir very well to combine. Cover and let that simmer in for another 2 minutes. 2 minutes later, oh my god, the aroma here was nose blinding. Now I'm going to add some crayfish. Remember the crayfish and Okpei. Add the crayfish and Okpei now and stir well to combine. I'm going to cover this again to allow it simmer for another 2 minutes. I should have added it when I added the pepper and onions, but it's fine. Cover now. After 2 minutes, you're going to now come back and then add your protein. I'm going to reintroduce the snail, the cow skin, and the goat meat that I cooked earlier, and add some of that meat stock as well to loosen this up. You can see we've not added any water to the soup. See, there are several ways to make this soup. This is one method. Let me know in the comments if you want to see the second method that I used to make this soup. Then you choose the one that you like the most, okay? With the meat stock, you want to add it gently, add first, stir it in. If you think you need more, then you can add more. So I added all the stock, cover and let it simmer. After 5 minutes, I'm going to add the Uziza leaf. If you cannot find fresh Uziza leaf where you stay, I'm sure you can get the seed from the nearest African store. You can blend up the seed and use it for the soup together with your ugu. So I added some periwinkle, a bit more crayfish. I'm going to stir and let this Uziza leaf cook down for about 5 to 7 minutes. Still watching? Then this is a good time to please click the like button. Thank you. So once I stirred this in, I discovered I needed a bit more liquid, so I went in with some water. You see the amount I added, very small. Stir that in and cover. If you have any concerns with the fish breaking up, then you can add it a bit later, but this soup was everything. I would not change anything for nothing. Trust me. So 5 minutes later, I'm going to come back. Look at our soup. It's just doing putu putu. The aroma here was nose blinding. Next, going with the ugu. That's your fresh pumpkin leaf already chopped. Add it and cover for it to wilt for about 2 minutes before you stir. The ratio of ugu and uziza I used was 2 to 2. I mean, if you use 2 packs of ugu, use 2 packs of uziza. Yeah. So 2 minutes later, you're going to stir this well to combine, and soup is almost ready. Oh, stir everything well, and then you can top up with a bit more crayfish, adjust with seasoning if you have to. Also, on the other hand, you should be making your eba, fufu or pounded yam to go down with this. It was so good. I had this with eba, soft, supple eba, very yummy. So once I added the ugu, stirred it in well, gave it a few minutes, soup was ready. Serve and enjoy. I hope you enjoy this when you try it. Send me your pictures on Instagram at joyfulcook_ when you do. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Don't go, eat with me. Let's eat. Oh yeah, dig in. Yummy. If you watch to this point, this first swallow is for you. If you watched up until this point, this first swallow is for you. Take it. Enjoy. Bye.